Hey, Celtics Nation. Tonight we're diving into a game that was more than just a win on the scoreboard. It was a statement. The Boston Celtics went into TD Garden and dominated the Memphis Grizzlies by 36 points. And let me tell you, this was the kind of performance that reminds everyone why you never count this team out. From the tip-off, the energy on the court was electric. Derek White set the tone early, showing up in every corner of the floor. He was disrupting passing lanes, chasing down shots, making steals, and providing the kind of leadership that can only come from experience and determination. He finished with 20 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, a block, and 3 offensive boards, hitting every free throw and connecting on half of his threes. This was a pure Derek White game, the kind of night where everything aligns perfectly and the confidence just radiates. But it wasn't just him. Peyton Pritchard complemented the performance beautifully, dropping 24 points, grabbing 8 boards, and dishing out 9 assists, all while maintaining an absurdly efficient true shooting percentage. It's games like this that remind you just how high the ceiling is for these Celtics when everything clicks. The victory was crucial, not only for morale, but for setting a rhythm. The team needed this. After a few games where shots didn't fall or execution faltered, seeing the ball drop consistently, witnessing plays come together seamlessly, and feeling that collective momentum is what builds championship-caliber teams. Basketball is about timing, synergy, and resilience. Each possession, each rotation, each decision and transition contributes to the bigger picture. Joe Mazzulla often says winning is all that matters, and while that might spark debate about process versus results, the truth is clear. This one provides proof that the process is working, that the grind in practice, the film study, and the strategic adjustments are all adding up. The Celtics showed tonight how essential it is to convert effort into tangible outcomes, to feel the payoff from preparation, and to let that fuel the confidence moving forward. One of the more interesting aspects of the game was how Jordan Walsh stepped into a starting role for the first time. There was a mix-up in the pre-game lineup announcements, which added a bit of chaos, but Walsh embraced the opportunity immediately. He was physical, aggressive, and effective, showcasing his ability to hold his own against Memphis' bigger players. His block, combined with a remarkable left-to-right Euro step finish, highlighted his potential impact and gave a glimpse of what he can bring in high-pressure situations. Meanwhile, Jaylen Brown, as always, carried the team with his scoring bursts and defensive presence, stacking critical plays that turn momentum into dominance. It's performances like these that remind you why depth matters. Even when rotations shift unexpectedly or matchups are tricky, having players ready to step up and deliver can make all the difference. The Celtics' offensive rhythm was a joy to watch. The team moved the ball with precision, creating open looks and maximizing shot efficiency. 21 of 51 from three-point range, combined with 50.5% from the floor overall, illustrates a team executing at a high level. Second chance points and offensive rebounds also played a huge role, especially in a game where controlling the boards often dictates the flow and outcome. Memphis struggled to respond, failing to capitalize on opportunities, while Boston's execution at critical moments, like the end of second quarter sequence, turned what could have been a tight contest into a decisive lead. The Celtics closed the first half on a 23-7 run, turning a competitive stretch into a statement margin. This kind of discipline, timing, and awareness on both ends of the court is what separates good teams from great ones. Defensively, the Celtics were alert, switching effectively, contesting shots, and minimizing the second-chance opportunities that have occasionally plagued them. Rebounding was especially impressive. Not only did Boston control the boards, but they also converted those possessions into points, consistently extending plays and keeping Memphis on their heels. The balance between offense and defense, transition and half-court sets, individual brilliance, and team cohesion was on full display. Even small margins, like points off turnovers, tilted in Boston's favor, showcasing the meticulous attention to detail that has become part of the team's identity. The significance of this win goes beyond numbers. It's about confidence, about reaffirming that the team's approach, even when met with adversity, can yield results. Derek White and Peyton Pritchard's combined 44 points on 14 of 26 shooting, including 8 of 16 from 3, demonstrates how synergy and timing can elevate performances. The Celtics now have the opportunity to build on this momentum with upcoming games, using the lessons learned, the confidence gained, and the execution proven in this matchup to tackle challenges ahead. This victory is a reminder that preparation meets opportunity on the court, and when everything aligns, the result is not just a win, but a blueprint for sustained success. Agora, a segunda verso, mais curta, mas ainda detalhada e narrativa. Boston Celtics fans were treated to a dominant performance as their team dismantled the Memphis Grizzlies by 36 points. The energy on the court was undeniable, led by Derek White, who filled the stat sheet in every way imaginable, and Peyton Pritchard, whose efficiency and scoring created consistent pressure. Jordan Walsh made an immediate impact in his first start, showing versatility and confidence against a physical matchup. The team executed with precision, moving the ball, controlling rebounds, and converting key plays, especially in crucial moments at the end of the second quarter, which turned a close game into a commanding lead. Offense and defense were seamlessly integrated, with Boston hitting over 50% of their shots, controlling the boards, and limiting Memphis' second-chance points. Points off turnovers, smart rotations, and team chemistry allowed the Celtics to showcase the depth and cohesion that are essential for a long season. The win provides much-needed confidence, reinforcing that preparation and execution translate into results. This victory sets a tone for the team, offering a blueprint for how Boston can maintain consistency and build momentum as they face tougher opponents in the coming weeks. As we move past this big win, it's important to look at what it really means for the Celtics moving forward. This game wasn't just about the scoreboard. It was about seeing the pieces click, about understanding how every player contributes to the rhythm and identity of the team. When you watch Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, and Jaylen Brown operate together, you notice more than just scoring. You see communication, anticipation, and basketball IQ in action. Every rotation, every closeout, every pass down the floor has a purpose, and when it all comes together, the margin of victory can grow quickly. That's exactly what happened against Memphis. The Celtics built their lead steadily, executed in critical moments, and never allowed the game to get away from them. A key takeaway from this performance is the confidence it injects into the roster. White's return to form, hitting shots consistently and creating opportunities for teammates, sets a standard for the team. Pritchard's efficiency, coupled with his ability to impact the game in multiple facets, demonstrates how important it is to have versatile players who can adapt to different situations. Jordan Walsh, in his first start, showed glimpses of potential that are incredibly promising. His ability to match up physically, finish in traffic, and make defensive plays gives Boston a boost in depth and flexibility. This is the kind of development that can turn a team from good to elite over the course of a long season. Looking ahead, the Celtics have to think about sustaining this momentum. Wins like this are crucial, but they're also a reminder of the adjustments required against stronger competition. The Clippers, for example, will present a very different challenge than Memphis. The defensive schemes, the pace, the talent on the opposing roster, all of these variables will be tested. Yet the foundation displayed in this game provides a blueprint. Control the boards, execute in the clutch, and ensure that both ends of the floor are working in harmony. Rebounding, in particular, will continue to be a critical factor. Boston's ability to convert second-chance points while limiting those opportunities for opponents will often dictate outcomes against top-tier teams. The team's schedule also plays a role in performance and recovery. Coming off stretches of back-to-back games and tight sequences, having rest days is more than a luxury. It's essential for maintaining energy and focus. With a few days off before the next matchup, players can recover physically and mentally, review film, and fine-tune their execution. This kind of preparation ensures that the Celtics aren't just reacting, but proactively improving, learning from each performance, and making adjustments that compound over time. The pace of the season demands that depth and conditioning are maximized, and tonight's game shows that when everyone is aligned, the team can dominate comprehensively. Individually, performances like those of White and Pritchard go beyond the stat sheet. The confidence gained from seeing shots fall and play succeed is invaluable. When a player feels in rhythm, it elevates everyone around them. Teammates trust each other more, rotations become smoother, and decision-making is sharper. For younger players like Walsh or contributors like Nish Kata, observing veterans thrive under pressure is an education in itself. Kata's movement in the short roll, his passing decisions, and his ability to find open teammates highlight how skill development and basketball IQ are integral to the Celtics system. While there's room for growth, these glimpses of progress are promising signs for the future. Defensively, Boston demonstrated the balance necessary to control a game from start to finish. Rotations were quick, communication was crisp, and every player understood their responsibility in both half-court sets and transition defense. Memphis simply couldn't keep up with the intensity or execution. Containing second-chance points, contesting shots effectively, and converting turnovers into fast-break opportunities exemplified the Celtics' overall strategic approach. The combination of preparation, athleticism, and awareness allowed the team to dominate without relying solely on individual brilliance. Even when mistakes happened, the collective awareness ensured that the team recovered efficiently, minimizing damage and sustaining momentum. Looking at the broader picture, this victory is about more than one night. It's about creating a culture of consistency and resilience. The Celtics are demonstrating that even after slow starts, shooting slumps, or minor execution lapses, they can recalibrate, respond, and assert control. It's this ability to combine patience with intensity, strategy with skill, and preparation with adaptability that builds a team capable of competing at the highest level. As the season progresses, maintaining this focus will be crucial. Wins like this set the tone, establish confidence, and remind everyone in the locker room why persistence and preparation matter. Ultimately, this game shows the potential when talent, execution, and strategy align perfectly. It's not just about individual stats or flashy plays. It's about the harmony of effort, the cohesion of a team moving toward a shared goal. As Boston faces tougher opponents, the lessons from this matchup, precision, execution, defensive awareness, and confidence, will serve as a roadmap. The Celtics prove they can perform at a high level, that their rotations are effective, and that their players can rise to the occasion. Maintaining that standard and building on it is the challenge moving forward. But tonight, the blueprint was clear, and the results were unmistakable. Execution under pressure, especially during critical sequences, is a trait that carries forward into tougher matchups. Closing the first half with a decisive run showed the Celtics' ability to manage high-pressure situations, maintain composure, and execute strategically. These are the moments that define not just wins, but the culture of a team. As the season unfolds, the Celtics will need to replicate this level of focus, intensity, and cohesion against opponents who are better prepared, more physical, and capable of exploiting lapses. The Memphis game serves as a blueprint for what works. Disciplined rotations, aggressive defense, efficient shooting, smart ball movement, and leveraging depth effectively. It is not just about dominating weaker opponents, but about internalizing these principles so that they become second nature when the stakes rise. This is how teams evolve from being good to being great, from sporadic winners to consistent contenders. Every possession, every adjustment, and every performance is part of a larger narrative. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. There's a storm brewing in South Beach, and it's not coming from the Atlantic. The Miami Heat, long anchored by the relentless energy and quiet dominance of Bam Adebayo, are reportedly facing the unthinkable. Their franchise cornerstone walking away to join the Boston Celtics. According to whispers emerging from both locker rooms, Adebayo, affectionately nicknamed The Wall for his defensive might and leadership, has decided to trade the sun-so-calm of Miami for the colder, championship-driven air of Boston. Though no official confirmation has been made, Insiders claim the move has been in the works for weeks, with both camps maintaining an almost eerie silence. Adebayo has been the embodiment of Miami's culture: grit, resilience, and a no-nonsense attitude toward defense. His partnership with Jimmy Butler became the identity of a team that prided itself on defying odds. Losing him would be more than a tactical setback. It would mark the end of an era defined by sweat, sacrifice, and stubborn belief. Boston, meanwhile, appears to be playing chess while the rest of the league is still setting up the board. Adding a player of Adebayo's caliber would instantly transform their already elite defense into a suffocating fortress. Sources close to the Celtics camp suggest that Adebayo's personality and work ethic align perfectly with their team-first philosophy, and that he's been quietly intrigued by the idea of wearing green for some time. Miami fans, unsurprisingly, are stunned. Social media lit up overnight with disbelief, frustration, and heartbreak. Some see it as betrayal, others as the inevitable next step for a player seeking a fresh challenge. If the rumor proves true, Boston gains not just an all-star, but a cornerstone for years to come. For Miami, it leaves a question echoing across the league. Without Bam Adebayo, who holds the wall now? That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.